You mind if I say a quick prayer, brother?
Yeah,
They're gone 300 yards, but
yeah.
Dear Lord, thank you for this beautiful weather. Thank you for this time together, and thank you for allowing us to have some hound dogs that can help us out when we make bad shots and bailing us out whenever we need them. Lord, please keep them safe, keep us safe, and let us find this deer and get him back to the truck and back home to our families safely, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. 270 yards, let's go. He's way past. No, he's they've gone almost 300 yards though. What's going on, y'all? It's middle of the day, about noon. We headed out on a track. This gentleman shot a deer this morning. Said he knocked him down, said he was on the ground 4 or 5 seconds and flipped over on his back, and then got up and run off. And he started tracking him, and he was kind of breaking up on the phone. I'm not sure if I heard him correctly, but I think he's tracked him almost 400 yards. I don't know if that's by GPS or just by a subjective measurement, but he said he found a few drops of blood, and the last one was around the 300 to 400 yard mark. And said at one point he heard the deer in the woods coughing. He said it was making an awful racket. He said he sat there for 45 minutes to an hour and was thinking the deer was trying to die, and he didn't want to push him. It was just thinking there where he was at. And so he finally, after the deer quit, he kind of walked in there slipping, trying to find blood and tracking him to where he had heard the sound. And the deer got up and run off, and he couldn't confirm blood in a bed or anything, but he said the deer was making an awful racket. So I don't know. I've never really, I mean, I've heard deer cough and I've heard deer hack and all kind of stuff. He said the deer wasn't blowing. He said it sounded just like he was coughing. So maybe he got one lung, maybe low in the chest cavity somewhere. Who knows? We don't know. So we're gonna get the pups down here and see what they can come up with. We got permission from the neighbor. He was grateful enough, or gracious enough, to let us track onto his place if the deer goes that way. He's about 200 yards from the line, but he's headed that way now. So we went ahead and got permission prior to coming down here, and hopefully we can find him. I don't know, it's kind of an odd situation. I'm not real sure what he shot him with. I know it was a rifle, but I don't know what caliber bullet or anything like that. So when I first heard the story, it sounded like he may hit him high across the top of the back or something, or knocked his legs out from under him, but who knows, maybe he got it in the body. The blood they sent me looks kind of thickish. It's not dark red liver looking blood, but it has a couple bubbles in it, which bubbles doesn't mean a thing to me. I've seen bubbles in blood that has just been dripping out of the butt of a deer before. Bubbles does not mean lung at all. Pink frothy blood that's pretty a pretty good quantity, yeah, that can mean lung, and that deer shouldn't go over 150, 200 yards max. So if you've gone 500 yards and there's some bubbles in the blood, chances are it's probably not hitting the lungs, but we'll see. Maybe he did get one lung, maybe he's got some chest contusion from maybe hitting him low in the shoulder, I don't know, we'll see. But we'll be down here in about 5 minutes and we'll turn the pups loose and see what they come up with. What's going on, man?
How you doing?
I'm good. Jamie, good to meet you. Yeah, you're welcome anytime.
I've seen people do this online. I've never actually
Well, he'll tell us what's up. What are you doing, Ray Ray? Hey, chill out, buddy. It's okay. Chill out. Hey, put this on. I know you don't like it.
Should I bring a rifle, or do you think it's probably done by now?
I'll, if we bay him up, I'll shoot him with a pistol. He'll let me get pretty close if he's sick. Okay. You heard him coughing bad? Like,
he was coughing, like, coughing.
And laying in the same spot? Huh? Just laying in the same spot coughing?
And, I mean, I've never heard anything like the woods, or in the woods before like that. And then when I did bump him, I was like, that was him. You know?
Yeah.
It sounded like a cough. It's probably 4 or 5 coughs, and then it would stop. Yeah. And then maybe a couple minutes later, a couple coughs.
How far was he from you? Like 100 yards?
Just under 200.
I'm talking about when he was coughing.
Oh, 35 yards maybe.
Oh, really?
But I was walking quietly when I was going back there. I was trying to kind of come up on it because I didn't know if it was down or not. So.
Right. Well, let's go see what we can do. Come on, Butters.
We want to go to where
he was standing.
Okay.
Yep, where you shot him at.
I've never seen a deer take around like that hit the floor.
What did you shoot him with again?
30-06.
Darn, you've got some turkey out here, don't you?
Yeah, there's a ton of deer and a ton of turkey, but they don't daylight. Here, we can just cut through here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I've hunted hard this season. I've only seen deer maybe 4 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Out here?
Oh yeah, I've hunted this whole weekend. And the only deer I've seen are today, and the only deer I had a shot at was a good buck. And Granted, my adrenaline was rushing, so we walk up on it, it's a spike. Don't
Oh, I don't care what it is.
When we get back in here, the terrain's kind of rough, so.
It don't bother me, brother.
So.
Pup dog. Hey, Ray. Spud, come here. Come here, Peters. Hey, come here. Come here.
So how do you get into something like this?
Well, you shoot a lot of deer and lose them, and you get tired of losing them, so you train your own dog. That's pretty much it.
I like that excuse.
No, I've been doing this for 20-something years, and I started out just having a pet that was a bloodhound, and we didn't know what we were doing, but we found some deer, and then I had a beagle, we found some deer, and then I had another female bloodhound, we found some deer,
yeah.
And then I got him, and I realized after having a lot of failures what to do, and so I just spent a lot of time with him. We track like 100 and something deer a year, every year with him. He's 6 years old, and that's his daughter right there. That's Lorena.
Really?
Yep.
Well,
She's catching on.
Cole, it sounded like you tracked one of his deer too. He said you're one of the best.
Yeah, I do. I track a bunch of deer for folks. We're out pretty much every day somewhere. Sometimes I don't get in bed till 5 in the morning. And
you do it full time?
I practice medicine full time. Well,
really?
Yeah, I work in the emergency room, but
oh, that's awesome.
yeah, I do this every day. I actually went part-time this year so I could run every day.
Yeah.
But,
so it came up over this hill, and as usual, I was on my phone. And I dropped my phone on my lap, and I get the rifle up, and I start yelling at this deer. I don't know if it was rutting, I didn't see it go, but
yeah.
Would not stop. Finally slowed down enough, maybe trot and light trot, and I let it by about a foot, maybe a foot and a half, and let her rip.
And he was standing right in here?
It's probably ran up over here.
There's blood right there.
You got blood?
There's blood everywhere.
Where?
All in here.
Son of a... Alright, this might be an easy one for you.
I don't know.
I'll be honest, man. I've only ever shot one deer.
Really?
Well, no, only one deer that didn't drop.
Hey, go find him, pup.
For
Spud, come here, go get him.
Almost 300 yards through briars.
All right, look at there. Oh, look at there, girl. Oh, get him, puppy. Go find him, girl. Go find him. Go get him, girl. So,
I tracked it for almost 300 yards through briars.
so you said you went 400 yards.
I went down this and I tracked that ravine all the way to that side of the property.
Okay.
When I got down here,
yeah,
crosses a couple little ditches. Got blood in the middle, got it running back up, and that's where he bed down, maybe 75 yards in that way. So he didn't go 100 yards before bedding for the first time. So he was rolling, he was like down. I mean, I thought I was about to walk over and just grab the guy. I mean, he was on his back. But there's just no blood. That's...
well, there's that, and there, and then there.
Here. Unless, here's the other thing, unless that bullet came through and that's flatter. I don't know exactly where he was standing, but...
well, right here, I can see where he kicked up.
You see it?
I mean, that looks like his footprint. Where was it at? Right there. That looks like where he kicked up. You see the fresh dirt on top. And there's blood back here. There's blood on that.
How the hell do you see that?
I've been doing this for a long time, brother. There's blood all in here.
All right, well, makes me feel better. There's actually blood somewhere.
Yeah.
Besides
See, he drug himself. You can see kind of where, I know you walked through here, but there's blood all matted down in here. See all that?
Oh, yeah. Well, he jumped up and he was like, I mean, when he got back up the second time, I tried to send another round down range, but freehanded, just the heavy rifle.
Did you shoot at him again?
I shot at him one more time when he was running. He was like maybe 4 or 5 miles an hour just trying to get through this stuff.
Yeah.
And it was a poor shot. I just kind of tried to put it on and pull the trigger.
Yeah.
And then when he came down, I jumped him up.
You jumped him in here?
No, down there.
Okay, I got you.
When I was down there, I jumped him up, and that was like the second or third time I jumped him. So I shot at him a couple times. And
oh, you shot him down there too?
yeah, with the 300, I was like, I gotta put another round in this thing. It's not stopping. So
yeah,
I don't know.
He's they've gone almost 300 yards though. So we're gonna have to boogie.
Okay. Should have left my bibs on.
Brother, you should see some of the crap we get into. Yeah, I'm glad you got permission from the neighbor.
Yeah, he was actually really cool.
Yeah.
He said, do whatever you got to do to find the deer. I can't help you, but
yeah,
go ahead.
Now, were you finding blood in here?
Down at the ravine.
Okay.
He crossed the ravine, then he came up the other side, then he got into that thicket. We're gonna walk through it a bit.
So for you to have tracked him that far, he must have been bleeding pretty good.
No, I was following his cough after I lost blood.
So you just followed the sound of him.
I was following the sound of him. Once I heard him cough, I stopped looking for blood. I figured he was down. And then he would jump up and I'd listen and I'd hear that cough and I'd push really slowly that way. So can you tell by their tracking what they're doing? Like,
oh yeah,
you can tell if they're bait up. You can tell if they're will they bark if they get on something?
So there's the little girl. She don't trust her bark a lot.
Yeah.
But if you hear that big dog bark,
yeah,
he's looking at your deer.
Okay.
He won't run another deer.
They ran up and across somewhere around where we are.
Okay. Listen.
Which one's that?
That's my little girl.
Okay.
But they're together. I hear Spud barking too.
You have a good time?
Yeah, they've already seen him. They just got to bay him up. They already jumped him.
Okay. So they're still running?
Yeah.
Means he's not down?
No.
Yeah, I feel bad for him.
That's okay. We're doing the right thing, brother. He's got him now. He's bayed.
That's pretty close to where I ended up.
So they're going to tree on here. You hear that different boo, boo?
Yeah.
See, Spud is on point. So he's bayed. They got him bayed. We'll go in there and shoot him.
Okay.
Just stay with me.
If nothing else happens, this is awesome.
No,
This alone.
We're going to get him, brother. Just stay with me.
Okay.
We got time. The dogs will hold him. This is a cool experience for people who never get to
I've seen it, but wow, those dogs are just amazing.
I mean, it took them
seconds. I was in here for an hour and a half. I don't know if you have a rule against it, but if we get close enough, would it be all right if I took the shot?
Oh, certainly, but it may be tough.
I'm a pretty good shot with handguns. So give me a Glock and then I'll...
Well, the thing about it is I got to keep these dogs safe.
Yeah.
So if he's sick,
dogs are even close, absolutely. Go ahead.
If he's sick enough to get the dogs off, I'm okay with that.
Most important part is the steer's down.
Oh, we'll get him.
And do whatever you got to do.
We're gonna get him. They're 180 yards.
I got right to this field to the right, and that's where I backed out.
We'll get in here, we'll go slow down and be a little quieter.
Forget if I made a really bad shot.
Oh, well, you did.
I mean, it's bad enough that we're running 600 yards.
Well, you did, but that's okay. I mean, bad shots happen. That's why we do what we do.
My thought process is I hit high shoulder just above the lungs, and just that concussion maybe knocks them down.
Yeah. All right, let's try to be a little bit more quiet, because as soon as that deer makes eye contact with us, he's gonna be gone.
All right, I'll stop talking.
That's all right. You can talk, just not so loud. And you'll see me stop sometimes. If I stop, that means I'm just listening to them.
Okay.
Would it take them like 6 minutes to find that deer, maybe?
That's amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm surprised they caught that deer that quick. Like,
yeah.
He might not be running at his best, but
oh, he's hurt.
Those things are quick.
No, he's right there. If we do get in a position where you can shoot, it's just a GP 100 Ruger. Everything, all cylinders are full.
All right.
Just cock the hammer, you can shoot it single action.
That works.
When you grip the trigger, it has a laser. You don't even have to aim it, just put the laser.
We're gonna get that close?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's see, let's go down the creek. Yeah, I see him. He's standing up. I'm probably gonna have to shoot him.
Oh, I see it.
That's a big deer.
I can't see it from. I can't see his head. That's too close for a dog. You take the shot.
All right, I'll take it. Just come back down here with me. Come on.
Really good.
Okay, don't move, because he's making eye contact with me. He's going to try to run.
Okay, you do what you gotta do. I hit him in the chest.
Stay right there.
Motherfuckers put one on its neck.
Nah, I'm gonna. He's dead.
Is he done?
Yeah, he's done.
I was expecting to have one there.
Here, if you want to, I'll hold the dog. Come here, puppy. It's okay.
You let me know when.
All right, you go ahead. Thank you, brother.
Dude.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
Glad we
much.
got him, man. Yes, sir. You hit him up on the shoulder. That's a tough sucker.
Thank you so
You're
much,
welcome.
man.
You're welcome.
That's the biggest deer I've ever shot in my life.
Really? He's hit like in the shoulder, like in the chest. I mean, it's broke up here. I don't know how he went that far.
Holy. What is he?
It looks like an 8-point. That's a good deer. Big 7-point. Boy, watch out, boy. Don't get hurt. Ray, come here, girl. Ray, come here.
Good dog.
So that's my exit on my bullet. Somewhere it may not have exited. I hit him.
There's blood on it there.
That's where you hit it.
Where? That's, yeah, he was facing that. Well,
So your bullet went in right there.
oh, I hit
saw
him
that.
low.
But it's in his chest, dude. I mean, his whole leg's broke. And I hit him right there.
That's perfect.
And my bullet didn't exit.
Oh my God, man.
That's crazy.
Oh.
I mean, how does that deer? There's your bullet right there. Are you gonna mount it?
I might stall mount him, but that's it.
Well, let me get that bullet. Hey, you got a pocket knife?
Yeah, here.
Let's look at this bullet.
Oh, good. Puppies.
So look at where that bullet is in relation to his chest. I mean,
Is that my shot?
That's your shot right there, and the bullet's sitting right here.
That must have hit part lung.
That's the reason he was coughing. But
Why wasn't he bleeding though?
he bled okay, but I mean, it wasn't great. Well, he's only bleeding out of one hole. But if this is your bullet right here, this will tell you why we track deer. Because this deer is going to die. No, it opened. It's big. I mean, it did what it's supposed to do.
This is... I'm like blown away. I mean, I really thought it was a worse shot than that. But I mean, I guess that makes sense. It was so close to his throat. Maybe that impact just knocked the wind out of him.
So there's your bullet.
That bullet did good.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's...
Can I keep that?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Dude.
I mean, that's all you can expect out of a bullet. And
I'm shaking again, man. I got 2 rushes.
Well, I mean, that bullet went right in front of his chest and ended up right there. Right there is where it come out, or where it would have come out.
Yeah.
How does that deer make it that far? That's obviously where I hit him.
Yeah.
And that's your second, third shot, where you shot him with a 357.
I mean,
that's hard all day long. It should be. You cut it.
You think I must have licked his nut, nicked his lung just enough to make him cough?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, frankly, I would have.
You tracked him by coughing.
That's.
I've never heard of that, but you did.
I mean, you could hear it. It sounded like a grown man with a really low voice, just a couple coughs, and then.
Dude, that's so weird. I mean, I'm sure there's blood in there. You might have been off the track a little bit, but you weren't focused on it because he was coughing.
I would have thought there'd be more blood. I mean, from a 30-06, that thing usually. Well, I'm not proud of myself for wounding the deer, taking that kind of shot.
But
that is a very nice buck.
Yeah.
And it's been a really tough season.
That's a good deer.
And to be honest with you, I would have given up on it if you didn't come.
Well, we had to do that. And whenever you said he's coughing, I've never had anybody. I mean, I've personally laid in the woods late at night before I was running this dog, and I've watched deer or heard deer die.
Yeah.
Like sat there on tracking. I remember my dad shot a deer with a bow one time, and the deer went like probably 300 yards or so.
Yeah.
And we were tracking it, finding pretty decent blood, and all of a sudden we got to a point where it kind of stopped, and we just sat there and we were trying to figure out last blood, and I heard something.
Yeah.
I was like, crap, man, that's probably your deer. So we lay there for an hour and a half. We sat there, it was cold, and just listened to her quit breathing and walked over and she was dead.
Well, that was my plan. When I heard it cough the first time, I was standing just like this, slow as I could. I got down, and I just sat on the ground until I stopped hearing it. Because I was like, if the deer's coughing, I must have hit it in a lung or a throat or something. And I was like, that deer's not going to live. It's going to die.
Nope. And I mean, his shoulder is shattered. And what happened, I think, is the only reason that bullet didn't exit is because you broke your shoulder.
Oh, yeah. But that I'm surprised that round didn't go through it. I mean, that's 10 inches. I mean.
But you hit that big main part of his shoulder blade.
Yeah.
That deer dies 9 times out of 10, and he gets eaten by coyotes.
Now, how far do you think he would have made it?
He might have lived a day or two.
Yeah.
But he ain't gonna live no
more. I wouldn't have caught up to it that way. No. I mean, if I could have seen it, but it was in this kind of just thick, and like I couldn't.
And they will lay down and put their head down, and they'll lay their ears back, and you'll have to. In this right here, the deer can lay in that right there, 10 yards from us.
Yeah, I knew where it was, but I never. Now you know what, I'm curious, and I'm not proud to say this, but I followed up with 3 rounds of 300 when it was running away.
I don't think you hit him again. I think if you'd hit him, that's probably where he chewed on him.
I see a hole.
That's Spud. He gets his teeth hung in there and pulls it open.
I'm not proud of it, but it was running away.
No, I would have too. You got a wounded deer, you got to shoot at him.
I just dumped around.
Spud, quit, please. Don't tear him up.
Oh,
well, man, let's get some pictures and get him out of here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slide him right over here against this.
Oh man, my cheeks are right on the way.
I'm glad we got him, brother.
I've never even seen a deer this big in person, if I'm being honest with you.
Really?
I hunt a lot, but I hunt public land. This is the first time I've ever been on a leash.
Yeah.
Well, but I was too young to hunt then, and moved here, and I've been hunting in the western North Carolina for my whole childhood, and I've killed a couple deer, but my biggest deer was a spike off public land, and I hunted with a buddy, and my biggest deer was like a 4-point. And I saw this thing running over, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a good one. Good girl. That's a good girl. You bait him up with your daddy? You find him up with your daddy? Wow. Good girl. Your daddy's getting some water. He's thirsty.
Oh my God.
Your daddy's getting him some water.
I guess now the actual work starts dragging the thing out. If we can,
well, I don't know if there's got to be a loading deck up there. Because we never left off property.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
Wow, that's about as close as you get though.
I know.
Another 50 yards and a little bit on that neighboring farm.
Get a good.
I think I might need to get myself a dog. How do you train them to do that?
Man, you gotta, if you're gonna do it, you gotta run all the time because it's hard to keep dogs interested.
But how do you get enough deer to get them running? You just kill enough yourself, or you just have buddies?
We started in crop fields, crop deprivation tags.
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome they found it, but just to watch them work is just incredible. I thought they were gonna run it until it bled out. I didn't know they were gonna bait up like a bear or a hog.
Oh yeah. Bay him on up. Come here, girl. Get right there with your daddy. Y'all stay right there. Stay.
My hope was gone, man. When I was sitting at camp, I was already thinking about going home.
Speedy, look. Hey, y'all look. Speak. I got some good ones. I took the first.
Perfect.
So you can go there and select.
I'll tell you one thing, if I ever can't find a deer, you're gonna be the first person I call.
That's what everybody says.
I'm
man.
like blown away, honestly. I'm speechless. That's one of the most impressive things I've seen.
Well, they know what they're doing, man. They're good at it. Hey, y'all stay right here. Hey, come on that side. Get with your daughter. Y'all found him together. That was a team effort.
I hate that he was suffering, but at least the meat's still good because he was breathing.
Dude, he would have laid out here and died if we hadn't done what we did. Ray, shake. Shake. Give me a shake. Give me a shake. Thank you. Thank you. Good girl, Ray. Give me a shake. Shake. Give me a shake. I don't know how to give shakes yet. Good puppies.
Well, he got the main skill down.
Oh, yeah.
I've literally hunted every weekend since the opening day of archery season and never had an opportunity. And off this property, we're not technically supposed to shoot anything below an 8.
Yeah.
Or a good like buck like this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, if a spike walked out this morning, I don't think I would have been able to hold back. I was
gonna shoot
work
some.
too hard to.
Yeah.
Wow, this makes everything worth it. Every little thing.
Well, we got him, brother, and we got it documented. We got the recovery on video.
That is so cool.
And it'll go online if you're okay with it. Yeah. Dude.
Oh, dude, I got.
And he's got a camera. This is his camera on his back, so I got his view of everything.
Are you gonna put it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude, that's gonna be. I just got the coolest story now. No one's gonna beat this. You ever seen that like drone recovery and stuff?
Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about that. I think they have a place, and I think their place is in small urban areas. I don't think it's doing this, because you know what would have happened? Yeah. This is what would have happened. You walked up on this deer, you could see a little hole right here, right? Yeah. They come over here and fly the drone. Sure, they would have found him. He'd have been laying right here somewhere.
We would have never gotten him though. That dog's
exactly. They would have found him, and they would have looked at him and said, "There's no hole on this deer," because this hole was down here. They wouldn't have seen it, and then they wouldn't have bumped him out of a bed. They wouldn't have seen him hobbling, and if they did, they would have said, "Oh, he's just got a broke leg. He's going to survive." That bullet's in the deer's chest, man. I mean, it went through his. Yeah, he's dead.
Infection would have gotten him if it didn't bleed out.
And so the thing about it is, they would have never swallowed their pride. They'd have never said, "Hey, let me call a dog in here to bay this deer up," and just determine if he's going to bay. And then the deer would have laid in here rotted. And then it would have been your trophy buck, and nobody would have ever seen him again, and you'd have worried for the next 3 or 4 years where that deer went.
I was already just swallowing. I just couldn't even. When I walked out, I've never felt so bad. I was just.
Yeah. We did the right thing. You call me anytime.
So, I expected his body to be a little big.
Well, he's run down from the rut. He ain't but about 130 pounds right now. His hip bones are showing. Here, I'll help you, brother. Let me get up here.
Is it often that you find them just dead, or is it usually bait up like this?
Oh, that's some quail there, brother.
Maybe we should bring a shotgun next time.
That's a good covey there. That's a good sign. Go right to this trail.